Tony D and Little Joan, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Juror number 2, starring Nicholas Hoult, Clint Eastwood, Kiefer Sutherland, Cedric Yarborough from Reno 9/11, about a guy who is a juror in a case. He's juror number 2. But it turns out the case has something to do with him, because on the same night in question, guy's being charged for the murder of his girlfriend, he was driving along and thinks he may have hit the woman who was killed. Now, he thought he hit a deer. He couldn't find any evidence that he had hit anybody. He looked around, he stopped. It was rainy and dark. Apparently her body went over a embankment into the darkness. He never saw her. And now he's juror number 2, and what's the name? Simmons is in it too. J. Jonah Jameson? I can't think of his name. Is it J.D. Simmons? No, it's something else. So he knows that the guy is innocent of at least of killing his girlfriend, but perhaps he's a scumbag too. So look at this lineup. It's pretty good. Nicholas Hoult, very good. Toni Collette, know her. J.K. Simmons, I couldn't think of his name. Chris Messina, Zoe Deutsch, heard that name. Cedric Yarborough. Yeah, he's the guy from Reno 9/11. And Kiefer Sutherland, I think, plays Nicholas Holt's dad. Written by Jonathan Abrams, produced by Tim Moore, and produced and directed by Clint Eastwood, who I guess is in it too. I don't see him in it. Maybe he makes a cameo. He's pretty far up there. He doesn't need to be in it, though. So I'm already in. I mean, as soon as I heard Clint Eastwood, I'm in. Any Clint Eastwood movie. Clint Eastwood is so good. He's like Alfred Hitchcock. Any of the Alfred Hitchcock movies I could watch. Any of the Clint Eastwood movies I'll watch. Especially ones he directed. Now, some of the ones he didn't direct, but definitely the ones he directed. He is a very good filmmaker. Same thing with Mel Gibson. Totally in. Totally in, 100%. That being said, what is this movie? All right, so first act, Nicholas Hoult is a juror. He's got a wife. He's got a kid. Goes on this case, realizes he knows something about it, or thinks he does. Now, maybe he doesn't. Now, maybe he's imagining it. And so he goes to his dad or his friend who's a lawyer and tells him. That's Kiefer Sutherland. He's trying to get some counsel on what he should do, right? And the problem is he could implicate himself in her murder too. He could end up on trial because it's been such a long time. They could think lots of things. He thinks he may have hit her with his car. Now, maybe he didn't. He didn't see anything, or maybe he did. And does the boyfriend deserve it? Is he a scumbag? Is he a good guy? Is he just a regular dude who's caught up in a bad circumstance? So second act is he's going to go to trial, I think, and try to prove to himself and the rest of the jury that the guy is innocent because he doesn't deserve to go to prison and the electric chair for killing his girlfriend because he didn't kill her. So he needs to convince him without convincing him so much that the guy, J.K. Simmons, who is, I think, the cop on the case, he doesn't want to convince him that, oh yeah, I should be looking for that car that may have hit her. So that's going to be very interesting to me. Now, Clint Eastwood movies tend to be very grounded in reality, so I wouldn't expect a very fancy ending with a foot chase and a scene in an amusement park at a shootout. I would expect that in the third act, the climax will be trying to convince the jurors to let this guy go. And then it's sort of a case, they end up letting him go, I think. Or they discover that he's a scumbag and actually killed him. Maybe he pushed her in front of Nicholas Holt's car. Maybe she was injured and then he finished her off. I mean, who knows? Or maybe big finish could be Nicholas Hoult thinks he hit her with the car, gets the guy off, and then it turns out he killed her. That would be the most shocking ending. So it could be that. I don't know. Could go a lot of different ways. Let's see if there's a write-up here. No. Let's go to the IMDb. The IMDb knows all. There it is. Juror number 2. So it looks like a good movie for Nicholas Hoult. There's Clint. Family man Justin Kemp, who, while serving as a juror in a high-profile murder trial, finds himself struggling with a serious moral dilemma, one he could use to sway the jury verdict and potentially convict or free the wrong killer. Clint Eastwood is the director, Jonathan A. Abrams the writer. So this looks great. Looks really great. Got a lot of potential here. 100% want to see this. Yeah, highly recommend anything. Clint Eastwood is at the top of his form. He's very old. I don't know how much longer he's gonna. I don't know how many more movies we're gonna get out of him. Go see Clinton's movies, damn it. Go see it. Don't take my word for it. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site. Thanks to all who came out. Brandywine Estates in Linwood today. This is day 1, event 1 of October. I only got, well, if you count the podcast, 31 more to go. Tomorrow I'll be at Atlantic City at 5:30, the Public Library in the Richmond branch for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Then at 9 o'clock I'll be at the American Werewolf podcast that very night. I got to drive right home for that. And then, let's see, Thursday I'll be at the Franklin Township Library. That one is when, doggy? When is that one? That one's at 6:30 p.m., How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. Then the D. Mateo Winery on Friday in Hamilton, New Jersey at 6 p.m., How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. Then on Saturday, I'll be at the Collingswood Book Fest from 10 to 4. I got to rest up for that one. It's going to be a big day. Then on Sunday, Lucille's Luncheonette in Warren, New Jersey, 10 to 2. Then on Monday, Village at the Meadowbrook, Matawan, New Jersey, 2 p.m., How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. And then Tuesday, I will be taking the day off and sleeping. Hope to see you at something. We'll see you tomorrow.